Good morning, everyone. I wanted to jump on this morning to go over a case in Florida that is just almost unbelievable. Um, the grandmother that we are going to talk about today is Tracey Nix, and this woman has had two of her grandchildren die at separate times while in her care. And she is getting ready to go to trial, I believe, in June. And I mean, she was charged when the second grandchild died. And so I think right now, she's really in custody somewhere in Florida. Hang on just a moment, and I'm going to share this. We're going to read it together. Give me a second. Okay. Woman whose two grandchildren died in her care can stay at inpatient facility while facing manslaughter charges. This is a photo of Tracey Nix, booking photo, and then in court with her daughter, Kayla Shock Nix, and husband Drew, which I think this must be them. Anyway, let's go on. A woman whose two grandchildren died while in her care will be allowed to seek inpatient care while awaiting trial for aggravated manslaughter. Tracey Nix, 65, was babysitting her granddaughter, 7-month-old Uriel, while Nix's daughter, Kayla, went to an appointment at a hair salon. This happened November 1st, 2022. After bringing the baby to some of her friends, Tracey Nix left the child in the car for a second time in less than a year that a grandchild had died. After 16-month-old Ezra drowned after one upon her had fallen asleep. Okay. She now faces charges of aggravated manslaughter and leaving a child unattended in a motor vehicle causing great harm. She's not charged in Ezra's death, and that is kind of unbelievable too. Kayla and her husband Drew have said they believe her daughter, it kills me to say it, as their mother, I demand it. I will fight. This defense attorney, Drew Davis, said that his client is not talking to anyone about the situation, which affects, she's having a hard time discussing the incident with her husband, with any other people, and that includes her attorneys, Davis told Hardy County Judge Reynaldo Ojeda at Thursday's hearing. As we all very know, that could be very well that could very well prove competency in the bed early. Nix's husband needs treatment. I would just like to see her get help back what her normal will be. He said his wife is a very smart and intelligent person, but something is clearly off. You think? She has a psychology degree, but the fact that she's not talking tells me she needs someone that can help her work through these issues. Prosecutor Janaea Gorman had raised concern over the fact that the facility is not locked, noting that Nix made statements that officials call Nix at the facility every day at the same time to ensure she's there. Guess I really don't understand that. You would think that they would call at random times, but that's just me. Kayla and Drew attended the hearing, the anguish clearly written on their faces. Nix and Shock were seen embracing after the hearing. So this would be Tracy and her daughter were seen embracing after the hearing. I miss you so much, one of them reportedly said during the embrace, according to WT. I think about, I'm a grandmother myself. I've have numerous grandchildren, and I have watched them ever since they were infants, cared for them. And as a grandmother, my top priority always was the care and well-being of my grandchildren. This woman, the first incident of Ezra dying, he was 16 months, so a year and a half almost, and he wandered, supposedly Tracy Nix's story is he wandered, she went into another room and laid down and took a nap. And evidently Ezra was free to roam about the house. She says he got out, he unlocked a door, got out, climbed under a fence, and walked quite a distance to a pond on the property. When she woke up, obviously she realized that Ezra wasn't in the house, and according to her, she went out and searched for him and found him in the pond, and he drowned. Okay, that was her story. She wasn't brought up on any charges at that time, and her daughter and son-in-law obviously were very, very upset with her, to the point where they didn't communicate with Tracy Nix for, I don't know, a year. And so then the daughter decided she was going to get her hair done. This was, about a year after Ezra drowned. And she couldn't find anybody else, evidently, to watch the baby while she went to get her hair fixed at a salon. So she decides, well, I'm going to give mom another chance. So she took the baby to her mother, and the grandmother took the baby out, went and had lunch with friends, came back home, went into the house, and this is all on record. She went in, she played her piano for hours, and then played with her dog. And then evidently her son-in-law went to her house to pick the baby up, and the baby wasn't in the house, and the grandmother is, saying, I don't know what happened. And the son-in-law went into the garage in the car, and there was the baby. Um, I don't know what you guys think about this, but I think there is enough here to wonder about the sanity or the mental state of the grandmother and the parents. I'm going to tell you something. Um, my daughters love me. I have two of them. But I can tell you one thing. If any one of my grandchildren would have died in quote unquote questionable situations, there is no way in hell that my children would let me watch my grandbabies again. Wouldn't happen. Um, so I have to question um, the mental logic of the parents, but also the grandmother. Um, it it it's almost, um, in my opinion, a situation where the grandmother is just a cold-blooded killer. Um, I think about a 1.5-year-old child having the wherewithal to be able to unlock doors, walk, crawl under a fence, and then walk quite a distance from the house to a pond. Now, I know a lot of you out there will say, well, you can't underestimate a 1.5-year-old. Well, I'm going to have to disagree with that. Um, there's the time factor too, of the length of time that the grandmother said she was napping. Um, seriously, come on now. You don't take a nap when you're in charge of taking care of a 1.5-year-old. You just don't do it unless you absolutely secure everything. Put the baby in a playpen. Um, you know, take the baby and put him in bed with you. Lay down and take a nap together. 1.5-year-olds still take naps. So her story doesn't wash with me on Ezra. And the fact that she left her granddaughter to basically bake in her car while she goes in and plays the piano for hours, I think is no accident. Truly, you got to think about these things. One time, uh, having a grandchild die in your care, yeah, that's could be an accident. But two, you got to start wondering what's going on with Graham. Is she a psychopath? I don't know. Uh, I think that is more likely um, the case. Certainly, um, Alzheimer's. Well, would you, as a parent, let your impaired um, parent watch your child? I mean, like Alzheimer's? Seriously, would you do that? So there's a lot of questions I have, and I'm going to keep following this case because well, it's horrendous to begin with, and I'm going to link down in the description um, a YouTuber, a criminal profiler that I follow. She's great. Her name is Pat Brown. I encourage you to go and check out her channel. She's great personality, very witty, straight shooter, straight talker, and she knows her stuff. So let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. Check out Tracey Nix, the case, and let me know what you think. So that's about all I have for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And we will talk to you later. Have a great day.